See, when it comes on to nurturing and intimacy beyond or without the physical itself, or it's beyond, way beyond the physical. You see, we have to understand and realize that, there are so many ways that a person can show love without having sex. Some people, that is their way of showing that they love you. Oh, I give you this, two things. I give you this, and I sex you good. That's it. That's their way of showing love. It's the truth. I might sound a bit, but it's the honest to God's truth. They don't even understand. When beyond the physical, intimacy, one thing beyond the physical is to support that person. Show support. Always show support. You agree with Mrs. Salas?
Yes, I agree.
Show support, One thing which is very important. Very, very important. A person will tell you, I love you. And as soon as you're sick, you become healed, you're nowhere around to be. They're nowhere around. So at the end of the day, you tell me you love me now, just get sick and you're gone. The way call everyone from off the street. Come look, she feels sick. People are sick and the partner is nowhere around, not in to know that they're sick. Honestly. The neighbors somewhere. It's just like beyond the physical. Check this out. A woman get pregnant. And as soon as she got off to have baby, what happened? Talk me sister, what happened after? You know what the story. As soon as that person is pregnant and cannot, no, you have a baby in your stomach, your belly is this big. And if you don't think of it, that in short order, 9 months is gonna come and go. That person, as soon as the baby is out and the baby move around and the person can be back at your feet, whatever, rolling all over the place with you, it's gonna happen. No, you don't think about that. There are so many things you can do out there. Sometimes a woman is pregnant, and to be quite honest, we know that the body goes through changes. So you might not want to even have sex as frequent or as often. You might be uncomfortable down there. Sometimes the baby is pressing all the way down and it hurts. Now, showing intimacy beyond that physical aspect, you can get some warm water, put our feet into it, soak it, rub our massage her, massage a little belly. It's just so much, Mrs. Dallas. I don't know what you have to say. I don't want to be sitting here just running my mouth, blah, 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 blah. I know you got something to say. A lot.
Yes, that is definitely important. And as we were saying earlier, everything contributes and leads up to the physical. And sometimes through those acts of kindness, through your partner feeding you mentally, for the man, we know that the man's ego is very fragile. So when you're sending out your husband now, and you send him out with words of affirmation and you prepare him to take on his day at work, you'll be surprised how much he will take on, and he comes back to tell you how much of a productive day he had. And for the woman now, who also needs words of affirmation sometimes, and when the man encourages her and he sends her off and he declares some stuff over her, expresses his love to her, she will be ready to take on her day as well. So intimacy beyond the physical, you are feeding the heart, you are feeding the mind, you are feeding the spirit, you are feeding everything. And when everything comes together, the physical aspect is nothing like you could ever imagine, because you were already building up to that point. And all these different acts, they are actually foreplay. Some persons think that foreplay is kissing and then they go, all of these things, all of these different aspects, feeding the mind and so on, those are foreplay too, because through all of that you are feeling and you are building, and your connection with your partner is becoming stronger.
Beyond the physical, beyond the bed,
yes,
or the floor, or under one tree, or in a bush, or something,
or in the car,
or in the car, or something. Behind the house, beyond the physical. It's true. What do? Some of us, the only word I can use all the time is just so cold, you know, so very cold. You're not compassionate. There's nothing passionate about you. There's nothing, oh my gosh. And you know, there's one thing I always say to myself is that sometimes we have our partners and we act as if our partners are our enemies. You might have a bad day at work, and to be quite honest, sometimes you don't have no bad day. It's just that you're next to the person you're supposed to love, your partner, but you're thinking about other people, all kind of different extracurricular activities all over the place. My tongue is like blah, 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 making me all crazy. And therefore, the one who is there, ready to show you any form of intimacy beyond the physical, to let you know, listen, man, I know you're good in bed. We all know that. But there's way more to it than that. Or you might not so good in bed, because I'm not going to pump you up. I know you're not in, whatever. But I'm still not going to judge you, because we are here to explore and we're here to share and appreciate each other. But sometimes, Mrs. Salas, to be honest, it's hard for them to accept what there is. Sometimes you have a man might have a woman who is, oh my gosh, she has so much to give. In the bedroom and beyond the bedroom. But he doesn't, honestly, he does not even know who he has. Because he never give her a chance. Never give her a chance. And if that man ever make a mistake and let that woman go and let somebody else touch her and she can get to explore, then we in trouble. No, we don't want that. We ain't going to promote that. We're not going to promote that. Therefore, what we are always saying is pay attention. I just went and talked to them, and you know, they were just there for me. They just give me a hug, and it started a hug. And they just hugged me, and then one thing lead to another. One thing cannot lead to another. Therefore, Mrs. Salas, I have to emphasize this. In our relationship, we have to pay attention.
Yes.
We definitely have to pay attention, because, you know, this can be completely non-sexual. When you're talking about intimacy without the physical, I mean, actually sexual, because as you talk about intimacy, that's the first thing. You just said it.
Right.
That comes to your mind. What about just a friendly hug? A pat on the back? But, you know, just, what about those things? But I want to say something to you. Let's believe that. In some of our relationships, we don't even, when we're going through a situation, when some of us, men and women, going through stuff, we keep it to ourselves. Think about it, Mrs. Dallas. We don't talk. A woman will see her husband down and depressed and keep saying, honey, what's wrong? Nothing. What's happening? Nothing. But yet they will quick to go outside and quick to sit and talk to someone. You explain that.
That is so true.
You will quick to go to the bar and sit, and by the time you do it, you're pouring out your heart to some random person that you don't even know. Is it that the person you have home, you can't talk to them, or you don't trust them? Or it might just be a situation that you just don't want to say to them. You know, you have things. You're not transparent. A lot of us in our relationship, we're not transparent. We're not transparent in our relationship, but we trust other people out there to go and talk to them. So other people know things that is happening that you don't even know. I'm here for you. I want to hug you. I want to hold you. I want to be able to tell you, baby, it's okay. Whatever you're going through, we're going to go through it together. But do you give me that chance? How you deal with that?
Well, what you said, it was very important. It's a very, very, very important, and it is very frequent, especially on the side of men again. Again, I'm not attacking, I'm just pointing out the importance of understanding each other, especially men, because persons have this general idea of who a woman is and who a man is, but if we should really break it down and understand, we would better know how to deal with them. So it could be a case where probably they are carrying baggage from a past relationship, And it could also be what they see their parents doing as a male in the home, whatever they see being displayed with their mom and their dad, they will click save on that and carry it into their relationship. If he didn't see his father sharing with his mom, them embracing each other, or just a little chups or a little hold hand or something, he's going to think that, oh, this is probably how it's supposed to go. And I think one of the downfalls too, especially, I would say especially for Jamaicans, because I don't know, there are certain things that we shy away from talking about certain topics when it comes to showing love, because we feel like, say, oh, if a man hug up his son, then why up that? And so communication is important. And when you talk about going down in generations, it is important to pass on important information to your child, to males too, to let them know that it's okay to do this, because they will carry that hurt from what they see their parents doing, and they will carry that past hurt from their previous relationship. And also, it can be that the female is just not somebody that they can open up to based on her personality or how she carries herself, whether in private or in public. So it can be any one of them.
Can be anything. And I'm kind of looking and thinking deep in a sense wherein I know for sure that a lot of us as parents, we are the cause of certain way our children are raised or they're grown. You might say a grown man right now, he doesn't even know how to say to his wife, I love you. You have a lot of children in our society, there's never been a hug. No, their parents, mother or father has ever hugged them or hold them and said, come here baby, I love you. You're a good girl, you're a good boy. God love you, I'm so happy for you. You make me happy, I'm so blessed to have you. They don't know nothing, it's all about the drive. Just go do this, go that, go do this. It's not. Never a moment for them to sit and feel relaxed. It's true. You have children living at homes, they feel like a slave to their parents. At all times they have to be doing this, to be doing that. You have some lazy parents who, the girls would have to do every single thing for them, while they're home on the phone or just doing nothing. A child 10, 12 might just come from school and she have to go cook, she have to go wash, she have to do everything when the mother is there. There's no time for love, there's no time to be a child. You're born grown. Because from the moment you know how to tie a boat rope or whatever, you have to start doing that. You've never seen the parent, come here son, let me hug you, let me hold you. And therefore a lot of men don't know that. That's why some of them, they're just coarse, they're just rough on the edge. I'm serious, they're very rough. It's like, if you say, sweetheart, I love you, they'll be like, It's true. I just don't want to be sitting here and just talking as a specialist, and people are going to say, oh, she just talking, she's a doctor, she just talking, she don't understand. I understand everything. Believe that. What I'm going to do, Mrs. Dallas, maybe they will listen to you. I'm going to give you a chance to just talk a little bit on this topic. Just let me hear. I know you've been talking. We need to hear more from you. I'm going to keep quiet for a bit and let you talk.
Okay, well, one thing I wanted to touch on was something you said which stood out to me. You said sometimes they're probably good in bed, they're not so good in bed for those persons, but when everything else is present and functional, and I've had this conversation with persons already, if any area of your marriage or your relationship is lacking or weak or poor, if you feed everybody has strengths and weaknesses. So if you maximize on those strengths, the weak parts or the parts that are lacking, they will see.
You overlook it.
You overlook it, right? Because you will be putting out, and at that point you will know that you are doing your best. Your partner will see that you are putting out your best and say, boy, he's not so romantic, but me see him try. Me see after me talk to him, me see him bring one little rose or one little flowers or one little cupcake or something.
Your conscience now.
Right,
yes.
Right. And that shows that your partner is listening to you. So as we said, beyond the physical. We're talking beyond the physical and leading up to the physical. So when they make themselves vulnerable, when they are active listeners, they actually listen and they apply it and they say, you know, say, babe, they tell me, say she like when me do this with you, and then you see him doing it or trying to do it or making just an attempt to do it. You'll be surprised how much your partner will appreciate that, even if you're not so good in the other areas and so. Right? So
Most definitely.
it's a lot, but once you know that you are doing your best and you are putting out your best for your partner selflessly, willingly, everything else will fall into place, especially the physical. And for some persons, for example, in the bedroom, you're an adventurous person, but your partner not so exposed or whatever. Imagine if you feed all the other aspects, right? All the other things that your partner has been looking for. You will be surprised how that will spark something in her. You guys start to explore and, you know, the things that you would want to see.
Almost definitely.
Right,
Most
right.
definitely.
Yeah. I just want to stress on the importance of actually taking time to know your partner. Know their strengths, their weaknesses, know the things that affect them deeply. As I was saying, in the morning before you start a day, when you're in bed lying down with your partner, have a conversation. Speak about the things that are hard to talk about. And a lot of times we shy away and we push those things to the side, but it's important for you to really get to know what affects your partner in a negative and a positive way, because then that in turn will affect them physically when they're supposed to perform too. So it is important to know to dissect every area that you can think of, and I love doing this with my husband. He knows I'm the one to always talk and always ask questions and so on, and we discuss these things. So it's important for you to know your partner to the very core, because they will in turn feel valued and appreciated to say, she's taking time out to get to know me, he's taking time out to get to know me, to know what affects me negatively, what affects me positively, what he can do to better enhance a relationship, what she can do to better enhance a relationship. So these things are important. It is very, the mind, and we were told that often as children growing up, the mind is very powerful. The mind is very powerful. Words are very powerful. So it's important for us to speak positive things to our partner, and it is important for us to share what we are feeling too, so that they can know how they can serve us better, if I should put it that way, because there won't be any animosity, and you will know that I don't like when you do your toe like that. I don't like when you move your hand like that. So everything will be in the clear, and everything will run smoothly after, because they will know and they will make an effort to fix and to change these things. So that will increase and enhance the physical aspect of intimacy.
Hopefully some of them will, some won't.
Some are stubborn.
Some of them very, very stubborn, and some of them they don't want to listen.
And they take it in a negative way too.
Yes, you have some people out there very festive. It doesn't take nothing for them to be ignited. I'm serious, you know. And sometimes, you know, the man might have an pouring tank of emotion, love to give, and the woman is just like old. Now, it could even flip the other way. The woman has so much love to give, and man is just cold. The only time because listen, we have to balance it here. Men go through stuff, women go through stuff. And some of us as women, especially I'm going to quote and quote a lot of us women who are Christians. That's another story. We don't want to go there. A a lot of women are Christians and they just believe some things that is not even in the Bible. They walk up in, we said beyond the physical.
Yes, yes.
But sometimes sometimes it's beyond, but sometimes it leads back. Because a lot of us as women, some of us, we need to fix. We need a quick fix. You know, it's like we are in this setting our ways. Not me. Not me. I'm Dora. But let's say Dora is what?
The explorer.
So I'm Dora. And yeah, I'm not ashamed. I'm Dora. So that ain't me. But at the end of the day, Mrs. Dallas, a lot of us, to be quite honest, it's like we don't even know what we do. We just see someone, we like them, we just want to get married or in a relationship, and it's about it. We just get up the regular basic. We get up, we cook some breakfast in the morning, we go to work, make dinner. One go with this, one bed, one go bed, and you come back to reach in the bed. In some long clothes and
Jesus.
And you understand?
Let's go there.
You get what I'm trying to say. Do we have enough time? We have enough time, right? Do we have enough time to go there?
We need a part 3.
Out of 6. We need a part 6 because it's so much. At the end of the day, we have our lives to live. We have our happiness to think about. We have situations that we have to deal with, such as stress, depression, lack of love, lack of intimacy, loneliness, and all these things to think about. Therefore, if we have someone in our life that is willing to go to the extra mile, with us, that person is always there for you. You have a person that will always say yes to you. You have a person that will say to you, hey, come here, let us talk. There are things inside me that I want to say. I want to soak you in me like rain. I want to make love to you like until my energy drains. Hey, what else do you want? What else do you want? You know, before I go up, is there anything that you would like to say, Mrs. Dallas? Okay.
Just to emphasize what was said earlier, we spoke about nurturing intimacy beyond the physical. Let us remember that foreplay is not just kissing and all the other physical touchy stuff. Continue to feed your partner mentally, emotionally, check upon them throughout the day, feed your partner's ego, share words of affirmation, and this will help to build them as an individual too, and even enhance their personality. And with the cherry on top now, to blow your mind, the physical aspect.
Yes.
So it is important to pay attention to your partner, know your partner, what they value, and everything will be okay.
Most definitely. So always remember, taking care of your mental health is an act of self-love. Thank you so much, Mrs. Dallas, to join in this discussion today. We could go on and on and on. It's very, very deep. I know you and I, we have so much to talk about. So I'm going to invite you back to studio with me, and we're gonna be talking. There's so much, people out there we have to reach. A lot of people are going through so many things, and therefore we're going to use this platform and this medium to just reach out to them in whatever way we can. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.